So now that we finally leveled up, we can actually make him now. So we are fusing away Throne and Gabriel in order to fuse Ball.
Select the skills you'd like to inherit.
Okay, I am not entirely sure what all is going to be here at the end. But I want Kogeon, Inferno, Bufudine, and ordinarily Gardodine, but he's gonna get Pantare. So, Invigorate 3 instead.
Extraordinary. I see.
Okay, so let's see what the rest of his skills are. Considering his first skill is Pantare. I should speak loads. So Pantare, Tetraja. Okay. To be honest, that wouldn't necessarily be bad if I was just going up against the Reaper. It negates an insta-kill once for all allies. Honestly, that would be good if you're fighting the Reaper. I don't think that's necessarily going to be helpful for anything coming up, necessarily. Just taking a look as to the near future. I don't think so. At any rate, it's better than Revolution, so I'll get rid of that. Charge, which doesn't really suit him for what I've set him up to be, except for his last skill. Ayamur, medium physical damage to one foe 3 times with high accuracy. Okay, it's always a triple hit, and it hits more often than not. I mean, I've got Ryuji, so I guess I can get rid of Montaru Kaja. This is gonna be very interesting. I mean, I could do better in terms of fusions, but I'm also not keen on getting rid of anything else. So we are fusing away Malok and Chernabog in order to fuse Sandolphin.
Choose the inherited skills in
It will receive.
There are only 2 skills that I can pass down, so let's
Now
go.
for rebirth.
Okay, I mean, he learns 3 skills and he has space for 3 skills, so we're actually not getting rid of anything. So he gets Angelic Grace, which heightens up his evasion automatically, as well as Repel Curse and Sword Dance, which is a super good skill. And his last skill is Megadoilon, which is alright. Not sure it's really worth getting all that experience to get, but it's one way to get Megadoilon. What's up, everyone?
Show me your true
This is
form.
Destroyer 229, and welcome back to Let's Play Persona 5. Last time, we delved ever deeper into the Mementos depths.
I'll reveal your
We've
true
gotten
form.
quite a bit. Oh,
I'm glad we won. Good work, everyone.
Ball is like the only shadow that I can face off against down here. So it's really weird to actually encounter him.
That was an easy battle.
At any rate, we progressed further down into the Mementos depths, where we have gotten quite a bit far. In fact, we're so far that we've even reached the quarantine zone, where apparently the most dangerous prisoner within Mementos was being held captive. In this episode, we progress ever onward. While we have made it down to this cell, there's still a little bit more left that we can readily see. So let's keep pressing onward. There is something that I want to go over, though. Unfortunately, I did not get my notes prepared for this. So
Show me your
if
true
I could get
form.
into an actual fight, or I may need to go and try to find my notes for that, because I just realized I want to
I'll
do
reveal
another
your
history
true
lesson. And I'm not entirely sure.
I can feel it.
None of these really seem to be anything in particular. So I may just need to do a hard cut. Alright, I think I'll do that while I get my notes. Excuse me. Okay, I probably should have had that ready to go, but I completely forgot until I just sat down and actually
Show
thought
me your
about
true
it.
form.
Oh!
The panic surprise attack!
Apparently we are not strong enough to one-shot Belial.
Bless skills will work.
Very
Curse skills are
interesting.
ineffective.
Okay, Belial's going to be a little bit tricky to take care of. Unless, you know, Noir does that. Let's go ahead and switch on over to our character. And let's see. Who do I want to actually get in terms of experience? I mean, realistically, no one really needs it, but I'll switch to Ball.
Ravage them.
Because Ball is pretty alright.
Okay, let's move on.
At least the good thing is that we are getting a lot of experience just from fighting literally anything down here. And Skull gets God's Hand. You can get rid of Megaton Raid for that, and that's his last skill.
Fits me like a glove.
And Mona gets Salvation. So that is a full HP recovery and cures all normal ailments. Okay, in which case that would be replacing Mediarahan.
I've awakened to a new power.
And Queen gets Atomic Flare. Severe nuclear damage to one foe. Very nice.
Okay.
So
That was an easy
anyway,
Let's go, Joker.
like I mentioned, there is a certain history lesson that I
Show me
want to
your
go
true
over
form.
today. And while we do need to go over Mona's advanced persona, there is something else that I would like to go over today. And that revolves around
Show me your
Mementos
true form.
itself. Specifically, the different floors that we have encountered throughout our course through Mementos.
Damn it.
And that's the sad thing, is that they haven't. Unless someone was personally affected by the Phantom Thieves, most people just turn a blind eye. So be it, but we're not just gonna stand idly by while the world itself ends. Or let tyranny reign. Anyway, like I was saying, the different floors of Mementos, while they do have some very odd names, are actually rooted in reality. Worry about that for now. So anyway, the floors of Mementos are based
I'll reveal your
within
true
some
form.
form of reality. And I'm just gonna get rid of these guys so
I'll
that way I
reveal
don't
your
have to worry
true
about them.
Let's withdraw.
Oh sweet! Even Noir got
This will help me do
something.
better.
Heat Riser. So the only thing I really don't like about Heat Riser is that it only works on one ally. Normally I don't really teach this to Noir because while it is nice and a super nice support skill, her other stuff is just so good. Granted, she's much more of just support, psychokinesis, and possibly critical. But, I don't want to get rid of Evade Nuke. And I also don't really want to get rid of Fast Heal. But Fast Heal would be the only thing I would potentially get rid of for this. I always have a hard time deciding, but I think I always just kind of leave Heat Riser behind. And I'm tempted to do that again. Like I said, Heat Riser is a really good skill, since it increases attack, defense, and evasion for one ally. But the problem is that it's just that. It's for one ally. So you can't really put that up on everyone. And you're much better up just putting up like a Mod Tarukaja, Mod Akukaja. So yeah, I think I'll just not learn that.
Okay.
Now, Mementos.
I should have known.
Leave her be, Fox. Anyway, the layers of Mementos are named after the various parts of Qivfoth, which is, in Jewish Gnosticism, it means shells or husks. These different manifestations are representative of the impure path, the exact opposite of the Sephiroth, which would be the holy path or the pure path. In some interpretations, the Qivfoth is a way to make contracts with and, in a sense, make deals with certain demons. Now, this is actually kind of interesting because before, I think I mentioned before, kind of erroneously, and a little bit offhand comment, that there were a certain amount of tiles that we could go on. And that's not true. In the previous tile puzzles that we've been to before, we could basically do them indefinitely. But here, we have all these different spheres. And if we walk over, the spheres begin to disappear. So we only have a certain number of moves in order to actually solve this puzzle. Whereas before, we had an infinite amount of moves. Now, how exactly are you supposed to solve this? Well, there's two ways to go about this. One is to just head on over this way. And then you see that, well, wait, what exactly are you supposed to do? You can't exactly backtrack, but this is an invisible floor. So you can just walk right across and do that. You could also just go the exact reverse way, and you would still be able to solve that puzzle.
Oh. Wow.
I mean, I'm kind of glad that they didn't count when I just manually disabled the puzzle. So, that's actually kind of nice that they do that, even though I'm pretty sure that's an oversight. Some sort of cataclysmic event we're not seeing. Anyway, the specific floors of Mementos do have very specific meanings as they relate
I'll reveal
to
your
the
true form.
Quilafop. And they are interpreted as such. There is the Kimorant, which basically is a manifestation of materialism. Ayastabus means instability. Kemdai is greed. Kaitol is vice. Oxerimuth is cruelty. Whatever is on screen right now that I can't pronounce is insensitivity. Yeah, I can't even say the right word. Shiraruth means rejection, and Iwalith is ignorance. All of these things ultimately tie back to what is considered the greatest sin within Gnosticism. That being sloth. Out of all of the deadly sins, for some reason in Gnosticism, sloth is what is considered the most cruel and most deadly out of all of them.
Reveal your true form.
I couldn't exactly tell you why that would be the case, but it is. And so that is essentially the origin of the names within Mementos itself. As well as basically what the depths themselves even are. since this is basically the prison of sloth.
Damn it.
Okay, so while we do have a puzzle right there, we do need another disc in order to progress further. So, looks like there's a few ways to go about this, including invisible paths. And another thing. Okay, so what we need to do is to just go through there. I think we can just double back through here. Double back in that. Thankfully, the invisible spots don't count for any sort of place that you need to be at. And with that, we finished the puzzle. There are a couple ways you can go about that using that other invisible path. But, well, that's the thing with puzzles that have multiple solutions. Alright, we've got ourselves another disc. Nothing that we can really do over that way, so no sense really dawdling around here. Let's go ahead and head on back to the disc area over here and place it within here. And this one actually allows us to walk on through. Okay, so we do have a little bit of a concern here, but it does make quite extensive use of this center portion. So we just need to do that, just leave, cover over one way, double back, and then go through the other way. And as long as your final move is on the last blue tile in front of the panel, it counts. Otherwise, it would just shut off. There we go.
I'll reveal
Now let's
your
kill this
true
dude
form.
by not getting into a battle. Okay, it seems like we're getting pretty close to the end of this subsection. That would just be a quick way down. Meanwhile, there's another guard over here. Oh, 2 guards. What exactly am I stuck on? I
Show
don't
me your
know.
true form.
It gets rid of that. And then there's that guard, which also really isn't
Show
that
me your
big of a
true
deal.
form. You're mine.
Boom! Joker, that was awesome!
Okay, so that's Ayamur. I don't really care about your item, just give me some money. Really? Only 3,000? I should have just killed you.
Now, let's continue.
I get the feeling my extortion isn't doing as much as it should.
Okay,
Well, at least you saw what Ayamur does.
I can feel it.
Still, nothing really much else over here, so let's keep on pressing onward. Oh, hi there!
I'll reveal your true form.
Oh boy! It's Mara!
Hiding something from us?
Okay, I do not remember what Mara is weak to.
Time.
It's either light or fire. Let's try fire.
There.
Drains fire. I'm pretty sure it also reflects piercing, so psychokinesis.
It's still alive!
Yeah, also Mara is really freaking tough, so
No holds barred!
So this is gonna be a little bit of a problem.
It's tough.
My Aegon. Okay, in which case,
Ravage them.
Colgaon. Resist Slight.
Noir doesn't have much health left.
Okay.
Someone finish it off.
Neutral to physical, though. So if I can get a crit off of him, that should work. That would involve switching on over to Black Frost, so let's go with this.
There.
Damn it!
You missed?
That kind of hurt. Okay, if I could just get a crit. Or I could just murder him.
Losers.
Well, now we're finding Maras. So that's cool. Though I still need to actually get a Mara.
Okay.
Good job. Let's keep going.
Okay. So we may be in the point where we're actually just getting into
Show me your
actual
true
fights
form.
now. Or not. Even this far down, we're still being able to one-shot
I'll reveal
most
your true form.
enemies. I mean, so far, only Ball, Mara, and Belial have been enemies that we haven't been able to just one-shot. Not holding anyone accountable is probably one of the worst sins a person can do. But if they truly believe the end of the world is upon them, then it makes sense why they'd be so apathetic to literally everything. So anyway, we've got ourselves quite a puzzle here. Looks like we've got 3 different areas that we need to go through, and also a very long corridor. So first, let's go ahead and take a look at this puzzle. Okay, seems simple enough, really. Just kind of double back and then double back again. And while they may not seem like it did much, it does offer a way forward. Our overall objective is to solve this puzzle. But we have to solve these smaller puzzles if we have any sort of hope in actually completing it. Okay. This one also seems pretty basic. Just kind of go across and make one giant square. For being at the end, it doesn't seem like these are complex puzzles. But now we have the main one. Okay, so I'm going to do this. Believe we just need to double back, then go all around, and that leaves us with 2 spaces left, and there we go. think in order to do, like,
Okay.
that second puzzle, we needed to do the first one. So I accidentally did them in the right order.
Yes.
Alright. So all that's left is this long corridor. And
Feeling.
a safe room.
I didn't know there was a safe room here.
Okay, so now we've reached the lower passageway. Why
Well.
don't we go ahead and consult with our friends?
Hey.
Hey!
Yes.
We've come a long way. Let's finish this.
Yeah!
Yes. Yes.
Let's go.
All right. Right. Yes. What are your thoughts?
Well, that was a nice hurrah.
All right.
But
let's
as
get
Mona
moving.
mentioned, we are nearing the treasure. Beyond this staircase. And through the winding corridor. We've reached a very ominous temple. Temple where presumably the treasure awaits. Now, should mention that to progress much further from here is to reach the point of no return. There is a reason why the safe room is located right here. From here we can head on back to Caroline and Justine, heal ourselves up, grab us any other personas, as well as get any last shopping done. We are at the end of the Mementos depths. So, next time on Let's Play Persona 5. start things out within EY's shop and sell most all that we can. Unfortunately, since I just breezed through all those battles, I really didn't get all that much money. So that's a little bit of a shame. But still, I can sell off any sort of things that I'm most likely not going to need going forward. From there, I'll have as much money as I think I'll need in order to get done with everything within the compendium. And then we'll head on into the temple and find what the treasure of Mementos actually is. So until next time, everyone, take care.